So as the coach is driving, my dad is running at the coach like, hey, stop.
I got foreign bitches all up in my studio and they want to hit diamonds.
What you say, my peeps? It's your boy Pax AUR, and today I'm going to tell you a story time about how I left my dad in the city of Leicester alone at night, stranded. Crazy. This is a crazy story, guys. It's really crazy. So the story goes back to at least 4 months ago. And if you guys remember, or if you guys watched my vlogs, 4 months ago, I took a trip to Leeds. And obviously, I didn't take that trip alone. I took that trip with my dad also. So what happened was, I decided to go to Leeds with my dad to meet my uncle. And we was on the coach now. Let's go ahead a bit. We was on the coach now. So this coach here, it's a megabus coach, so it stops at least 5 stops or 5 stops to Leeds. So I was on my way to Leeds, right? Because that's where my uncle lives. So it stops at Leicester, Nottingham, Sheffield, and somewhere else till we got to Leeds. It's like five stops, I don't remember, but it was like all of those. So the first stop is Leicester, right? So the first stop, we're on the bus, we're on the coach now, because you take a coach from Victoria, which in London, to get to, you know, your destination where you want to go, England or France, wherever. But yeah, so we're on the coach now. The first stop is obviously Leicester, okay? And this is where my dad gets left behind. So the first stop is Leicester, but it was at least 11 p.m. So it was going to 12, so it's like midnight practically. And now the coach has left London. It's made its way to Leicester, right? It's made its way to Leicester. And as we stop at Leicester, obviously, the coach stops so people can get off the coach. So like, because that's where their destination is, their final destination. Obviously, so my dad's next to me in the coach. We're sitting down. Well, he's sleeping. I'm awake a bit. The coach stops now. And my dad decides to say to me, Aurelian, or Pax, may you get up, because I need to go toilet. And I was thinking, toilet? The coach just stopped. Why do you need to go toilet now? You could have went toilet a long time ago. He's like, but I need to go toilet. And I was like, okay. So I get up now. And obviously, the coach has a toilet itself, but I don't know why my dad decided to walk outside. So, and then he was like to me, I need to go toilet. Then I was like, do you want to come off the coach as well with me to go, because there was a big Asda outside of this Leicester place. We don't even know where we were stranded as well. The coachman only knew the driver only knew where we was. So there was a big Asda outside of in this place in Leicester. So yeah, my dad was like to me after, I'm gonna go toilet. You might as well come with me because I'm gonna buy food in the Asda. And I was thinking, but you know I was thinking in my head, Dad, we have 4 other stops, or like 3 other stops. Why are you gonna get off now? This is where people like actually get off the coach to go home, because this is where they live, or this is where their destination is. So he jumps off the coach. And he's outside now. And as he's jumped off the coach here, it's like, okay, now other people that have taken their luggage out off the coach. So my dad decides to stay there. I don't know what he was doing. No, I don't think he went to go to the toilet. He went to get some fresh air. He went to get some fresh air because my dad, he needed some fresh air because it was too hot in the coach. And obviously it was not working properly. So he needs to get some fresh air. So he walked out, you know. And as he walked out, he stopped, and then I'm here laying down here. I'm about to sleep as well. As I'm about to sleep, I get up again. Now I feel the coach driving away, like it's just moving. The coach is moving now to its next destination, which I think it was Nottingham. So its next destination was Nottingham. And my dad was still outside. Guys, I don't think you guys understand. My dad was outside. So as the coach is driving, my dad is running at the coach like, hey, hey, stop, 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 stop. He was proper waving. And then I'm thinking, wait, is that my dad? Because I'm half asleep. I'm half awake. So I don't even clock that my dad's outside. So I'm half awake. So I'm like, wait. So you just see my dad go, phew. I was like, oh my days. So I start pressing the stop button now. Because the coach has a stop button on top that for it to actually stop. Just pressing the stop button. It was ringing, ring, ring, ring. But the coach, the driver himself wasn't stopping the coach because he can't stop the coach. Because the coach has to go. Like, he can't stop it. So he's stopping it now. So my dad, I get a call from my dad like 2 minutes after. Like, the coach is driving away from my dad. Yeah, so my dad called me 2 minutes after the coach had left where he was and stuck in Leicester. So now my dad called me and he's like, I'm going to say this in Lingala, obviously, for my Congolese people out there, and because my dad speaks Lingala in it. So this is how he was saying it to me. He was calling on the phone, he was like, Ole, Ole, boza wapi, boza wapi. And I was like, what? What do you mean boza wapi? I was like, I'm on the coach still. Where were you? Where? I was like, where are you? He was like, Loba na driver a stoppé bis, a télé ma bis. And I'm like, huh? Huh? So I'm like, how am I meant to do that? I was like, we're on the motorway. He's like, Loba na ye. If you guys know about that Congolese. So my dad was basically telling me, yeah, to tell the bus driver to stop in it. But the bus driver wasn't stopping. So, and there's no way he could stop. So we was obviously going, and the bus can't go back. It can't go back to its destination because it's gonna be late for each time. It has a time for where it's gotta be. So it's gonna be late for everybody else. Obviously, my dad tells me to tell the bus driver now. So I get off the phone with my dad. We're on the bus now. So there's a woman next to me. Like it's like a white woman next to me, and I ask her, do you think it's okay if I can walk down to the bus driver to tell her to stop the bus because my dad was left at Leicester and he was meant to stay on the bus, but he jumped off to get fresh air because he couldn't breathe. And she was like to me, yeah, it's I think it's okay. And she was like, no, first she felt deep in it. She was like, oh, wait, what? Oh my days, and then blah blah blah, stuff like that. So and then I was like, yeah. So so now the bus is moving and I'm walking down, and I get to the bus driver's like little thing, you know, where they driving, and then he's driving on the motorway now, and I'm there. Like, it's bare weird because I was at the front. I was actually at the front of the coach where he was driving, like, because he's driving himself. Like, sorry, excuse me. My dad got left back at Leicester. And he was like, Dad got left. He was like, what did you say? Like, my dad got left back at Leicester. And he was like, Leicester? What do you mean your dad got left back? He was meant to stay on the bus. And I was like, yeah, he jumped off because he couldn't breathe. Like, he had to get some fresh air. And he had to go to the toilet. He was like, there's a toilet on the coach and stuff. And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, all right, I'll see what I could do. But there's nothing I could do because I'm on the motorway now. So I'm just driving. There's nothing I could do. So I'm like, and he was like, he was like, call him. I called him and he was like, are you? And then I was like, Dad, I was like to my dad, are you still in that position? He was like, yeah, I'm still here. And then told the coach to turn back. I was like, yeah, I am. Like, he was very angry with me. Like, it's not my fault you jumped off the bus, Dad. So yeah, so he's telling me I'm telling to the bus driver, and he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, he's still in the same position. He was like, okay, I'm going to turn back when we get to the roundabout. And then he got to obviously the coach got to the roundabout now, innit? So this is weird. So the coach got to the roundabout now, turned back, he went back, all the way back to where my dad got left at Leicester, where the Asda was, the big Asda I was talking about. So he turned back, and obviously it took at least, the drive from the motorway back to back and forth was at least 15 minutes there, and then not even, it was probably more. it was like 30 minutes to get to where my dad was, and 30 minutes where the roundabout was, on the motorway. So yeah, it was crazy. So my dad got back on the coach, and he was like to the bus driver. The bus driver was like to him, "So why'd you get off the bus?" And he's like, "Sorry, I didn't know. I thought we can get off the bus because I saw people getting off." He's like, hey, because my dad bangs jokes and stuff. So like, hey. And then the bus driver was like, "Alright, don't do that again, alright, because our next destination is Nottingham." And then he was like, he asked my dad, "Where you going?" And my dad said, "Leeds." And then I was like, okay, I'll make sure that everything's still okay on the bus and everything. So yeah, that's basically the end of the story. It's a bit crazy because yeah, and I would have went to Leeds on my own, and plus I would have to call my uncle up on my own and tell him. The funny thing is, my uncle did call me on the coach though. My uncle called me on the coach saying, "You left your dad at Leicester," and I was like, "No, I didn't." he jumped on. He was like, "Tell the bus driver you left your dad at Leicester," because I think my dad called my uncle, and my uncle called me, because I have my uncle's number. So yeah, it was a bit crazy. Yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, I would have went to Leeds without my dad. I don't even know how I would have came back without my dad. Would have been crazy, and I would have met my uncle on my own, and my dad would have to took at least a train back because the bus couldn't go back. Luckily, the bus driver was kind enough to drive back and to get my dad. Probably because I looked innocent at the time, and I was like, "Oh, I left my dad at Leicester. Can you please turn back?" Probably because I looked innocent, but praise that bus driver, because I don't know what would have happened to my dad that day and what happened to me. My dad probably would have been stuck in Leicester. He probably would have had to go on a train the next morning back to Leeds or to London, because it was a bit crazy. So yeah, guys, that's the story. If you liked it, you already know, like the video. If you want to hear more story times about me or people in my family I'm there present, I can bring it to you guys. If you want it, just write down in the comment section. So yeah, write down in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. It's been your boy Pax, and you already know. Tell your man them, tell your girl them that you're watching Pax AUR once again. So tell the shit and I own it. I have no opponents, and every day feel like magic. Been your boy Pax. Peace. What you know about the bros? I ain't never been the coldest. Used to watch them on the roads.